I have never felt more unsafe on the internet than I did when I posted about this lasagna. You guys are feral. I was getting threats, I was getting emails, my DMs were blowing up, and I was afraid that one morning I'd wake up with a bunch of owls dropping letters on my driveway. And contrary to what some of you were commenting, I am not a gatekeeper. I just like to tease sometimes, but I'm done playing hard to get. You guys sucked all the fun out of it, so here you go, Jane. I hope you're happy. If you want to make an actually good lasagna, then listen up. It's about technique. It's not about chucking every single spice in there, so pay attention. We're starting with the sofrito. This is a blend of carrots, onion, and celery. You want to finely dice or brunoise them, and if you don't have the celery, it's okay. We'll survive. But one thing that is non-negotiable is the garlic. Do not skimp out on this. Garlic makes the world a better place. That's all the prep done. So into a stock pot goes extra virgin olive oil, and this is probably the most important step. Chuck in the mince and leave it alone. Let it sear off on a high heat until it develops a beautiful crust, and then you can start breaking it up. This will add an extra depth of flavor as well as getting rid of that gamey smell that minced meat can sometimes have. Once the moisture has evaporated, we can add the tomato paste, salt, bay leaves, and the garlic. Sear this off. We want to cook out the tomato paste and allow the aroma from the garlic to infuse into the meat. Then we can chuck in the sofrito as well as some aromatics and some chili. No, there is no need to remove the meat first and saute the veggies separately. In my opinion, that's just an unnecessary step. All we need to do is close the lid and let those veggies sweat down for about 15 minutes until they're soft and translucent, and then we can go in with the spices. Okay, let's sit down for a minute because I just want to talk. Look, not everything needs to be turned into a curry to be well seasoned, so I'm using spices that aren't traditional in lasagna but are complementary, not overwhelming. That being said, I can appreciate that the community I was born into and a large portion of my demographic are accustomed to certain spices and flavors. So if you want to add a teaspoon of curry powder, then knock yourself out. Like I said, half of it is down to technique anyway. It's really crucial to let that sauce come together for at least an hour. 2 if you really want to earn my respect. Just close the lid and go about your day. Start a fight with your husband, do the dishes. I don't really care as long as you're making sure to stir every 20 minutes. And use a portion of that time to make the bechamel, because if you're still using jarred white sauce, then please do better. 3 ingredients, 15 minutes, that's it. Fresh herbs make everything better, so don't skimp out on this, and just look how stunning that sauce looks. Now we're ready to layer. A little bit of salt on the bottom to prevent sheets sticking. I'm using fresh pasta sheets. Feel free to use dry, and if you are and you're not pre-boiling, then make sure to foil the lasagna before popping it into the oven to ensure they cook nicely, because there is nothing worse than a crunchy or al dente pasta sheet. When it comes to the layering technique, I've tried many different ones. I think that this one is superior. It works for me. Do whatever you feel is right. But the key to an ooey gooey cheesy top is to leave a large amount of bechamel for the end and top with freshly shredded cheese. None of that pre-shredded stuff that's packed with anti-caking agents and never actually melts properly. I also like to add a ball of fresh mozzarella. It's there under all of that, I promise. Bake, garnish, and ooh, stunning.